all your photo, video, and voiceover needs, check out the fine folks at Blueberry Productions. They will take good care of you. If you don't believe me, you can see for yourself. Check out their work at blueberryproductions.tv, the Facebook page, Blueberry Productions, also a Vimeo page, a YouTube page, and it's Blueberry, BLUBERRY, Prod on Twitter. Check them out today. Blueberry Productions, great people, great work, great service.
Hey there, your yard took a real beating this summer. Luckily, Scott's Turf Builder Winter Guard has your back. Just feed your grass with Scott's again this fall when the air is cool and the soil is warm. It's the perfect time to give your lawn a boost. If you do, Winter Guard will give your yard the nourishment it needs to help weak, thin grass recover and support root growth, giving you a greener, more resilient lawn both now and next spring. Guaranteed. Grab a bag of Scott's Turf Builder Winter Guard today. You'll be back to barbecuing in no time. This is a Scott's Yard.
Hey parents, we all try to be extra careful with our children in the car, but then we get an important call or text. Remember, our children are watching. Make every drive a good example. Be in the zone. Turn off your phone. Visit childrenshospital.vanderbilt.org/BITZ to learn more about our teen driver safety program. Brought to you by Monroe Carroll Jr. Children's Hospital at Vanderbilt, the Ford Motor Company Fund, and the Allstate Foundation.
Hello, my name is Travis Williams, President and CEO of Academics and Athletic Consulting, focusing on educating and empowering tomorrow's collegiate athletic leaders. My passion is for the education and genuine concern and care for today's student athlete. It's the centerpiece of my life's work. A college education, both in and out of the classroom, is a truly rewarding benefit. For more information on AAC, you can go to www.academicsandathleticsconsulting.com. Once again, www.academicsandathleticsconsulting.com. Or you can follow me on Facebook at Academics and Athletic Consulting, or Twitter at Coach TWill24, or Instagram Travis L. Williams 24. Or you can call me at 404-542-6079. Once again, AAC is very proud to partner with J.R. McHenry of the Bossman Radio Show, covering sports and entertainment across the country. Please tune in weekly for informative, entertaining, and expert analysis on today's sports and entertainment topics. Thank you.
Back on the Bossman Show here with the Brown Bears head coach of the Ivy League, Mike Morgan. Coach, how you doing today, man?
JR, I'm doing great. Thanks for having me on.
Hey, Coach. Got to start you off, man. You coach your alma mater. You've been there a good while since 2012 here. So, Coach, talk to us about the key to your longevity and what's it's like to be able to coach your alma mater and lead this program and have come out with 21 seasons from last year as well and doing good this year as well.
Yeah, thank you. It's an unbelievable honor to lead the program, for which I once played, and to lead the young men that we have here. Obviously, it's an incredible group of guys, student athlete in the truest sense of the word. We've got guys that can play at a really high level from a basketball standpoint, but who also happen to be, really bright and want to get the best education possible. So that's kind of what we present to people. If you want to play basketball at a really good level and also get a world-class education, there's really not too many better options than us when you talk about that combination. And the Ivy League as a whole, I think, has really improved from a basketball standpoint, because I think more and more people out there are realizing the opportunity they have to play basketball and study in Ivy League school.
You got that right. And then, Coach, what do you feel like has been your greatest accomplishment since you've been leading the program as the head coach? You was assistant there for a while. You left and then you came back. So as the head coach, you feel like it's been your greatest accomplishment as the head coach leading this program?
You know what? To me, it's just the relationships that have been built with our current student athletes, our former student athletes. We've had incredible engagement from our alumni. We just had alumni weekend a couple weeks ago, and the turnout was incredible, JR. So to me, it's that people care about our program. They're invested in our program. They come back, and obviously the relationships that I've built with our student athletes and their families mean the most to me.
Yeah, relationship is so key with young men because these young men have you like as a surrogate father almost for 4 years. Then after basketball, you're still there for those young men because you saw them in their most formative years. So I know that makes you feel gratifying when you see a young man graduate with a degree and goes into his career of choice after basketball, and then seeing or if they want to play professionally overseas or wherever, that you help play a small role in their success going forward.
Very, very true. Just a small role, but like for me to be able to, obviously meet a young man, whether he's a sophomore, junior, or senior in high school, and see him grow into a person who excels on the court and excels in the classroom and graduates from one of the most prestigious universities in the world. It's a great feeling to know that, like you said, I played a small part in that journey, and our guys, our former players, are doing incredible things, whether they're on Wall Street or starting their own companies or going to medical school to become doctors or law school to become lawyers or help give back to their community. It's amazing what our alumni are doing, and makes me proud that I'm associated with the school and with this program.
And, Coach, our league is a little bit different from most leagues that we cover on the show here because I know that you guys can't really have your guys in the summertime. They're back home. So you have to trust the young men to get their work in on their own, to live seeing the on-court development. So how do you go about the summers with the young men, giving them practice plans for themselves while they're away from the team and you guys to come back better when it's in the fall?
Yeah, JR, it's a great point. You're right. We basically can't touch them from early May until early September. So, in a lot of ways, they probably enjoy the break from me and from, the rest of my staff. But, it just really puts a paramount and a premium on, recruiting the right type of young men, guys who obviously, are serious about their academics, but who also are really serious about basketball, and they're going to work hard, and they're driven, and they're self-starters. So whether they're here with us working out or, they're back home in the summertime, they're constantly thinking, how do I get better? How do I improve? How do I develop? And for us, that's such a huge part of what we think has been our improvement as a program is, recruiting those kinds of guys who can really, really develop. And we've had a ton of examples of guys who come in as, maybe a little underdeveloped or a little underskilled in one area and have left and, have been incredible, well-rounded players and more importantly, well-rounded people. And, that gives you, great satisfaction as a coach when you see that development. So I think it's finding the guys that are going to work no matter what, because of that opportunity for them in the summertime. And these guys, they're doing incredible things. I mean, we had our 3 seniors on this year's team. One interned at Goldman Sachs this summer, and the other 2 had great internships at Bank of America, and really real world experiences for them. And that's such a big part of the experience at Brown and any Ivy League school is those opportunities that come outside of basketball.
And what you need about the Ivy League for my listeners here is that you guys play back-to-back. So it's kind of, when we cover the Atlanta Hawks the way I do with travel and all, so I know a little bit about playing on a back-to-back. That second night of back-to-back for the Hawks, even the professionals, they be kind of out of it in gas some nights on the back-to-back. So, which is very a key piece with the conditioning coach and the eating piece, the sleeping piece, and the lifting piece. So how do you all, with your guys, want to get them in September, work on it, get them in shape so they can go through that gauntlet of the weekend to play those back-to-back games, and how do you kind of prepare for that each weekend conference play?
Yeah, it's a great question. Our league is very unique in the back-to-back format, and so I think, no question, you want to make sure you're preparing yourself in the off season so that your body can be ready as much as possible. We also try to make sure that we're finding the right balance during the week leading up to the games of, practicing and preparing, but also making sure our guys are getting enough opportunity for rest and recovery. The team that we're playing on Saturday night, JR, they're going through the same thing. So that it's not like they were off the night before and we're coming off a back-to-back. We're both in the same boat. And, a lot of times it's the team that, has the best energy and the best passion, and maybe just a little bit more determination, that's going to win the game Saturday night. And you look back at all the best teams in our league over the years, they find a way to win Saturday night games. So we had our first Saturday night loss the other night at Princeton, who's a terrific team, but hopefully we can bounce back from that and win and find a way to pull through on those second nights.
Coach, you got 7 wins in non-conference play, man. It had to make you happy because, not many home games for you guys, not non-con, typically a lot of road games, some guarantee games if you play a high major. So with that being the layers that you have to deal with, 7 wins in non-con has to make you very, very happy.
Yeah, you know what, I thought we learned, as the non-conference season, kind of progressed. We played it, we challenged ourselves playing at Duke, at St. John's. We had a big win over, University of Rhode Island, who I think is a tournament team. We had a couple games we probably wish we would have played better early on, but, I think we've grown as the season has progressed. I think the development of some of our young guys has been, critical to that. And, we're at a point right now with, 8 games into our league where we're in a position where if we finish strong, we can accomplish everything we want to accomplish. So, I like the way our team is trending, and I think the non-conference schedule played a big part of that.
And, Coach, you're 10-2 at home, so I don't see the emphasis of winning at home games because you want to definitely win your home games and split on the road. So being 10-2 at home and make sure your guys are really focused at home and locked in to get those wins, I think you're doing a really good job right now. You're really happy about that as well.
Yeah, thank you. That's something that we've really I think this team and, the last couple of years specifically has really embraced, really trying to protect our home court. And, we've gotten more and more increased support from our student body and from the community. And, when they come out and watch us play, they're seeing a pretty good product. We've got some athletes. We've got some guys that can make some high-level plays. And, I think our team is fun to watch. The community has really embraced them. And our players have embraced that support and really, appreciated it. And I think it's helped us become a pretty good team at home.
And also, Coach, you got a back-to-back this weekend against Columbia and Cornell. So as you're in the middle of this prep week, what are you seeing on film from those two teams as you guys prepare?
Yeah, you know what? Both teams are really hard to guard, JR. They run really good offense. They space the floor extremely well. They both have a go-to player and then, guys that play off those guys really well. Cornell's got Mike Smith, who's a dynamic point guard who leads our league in scoring, and he's right around 22 points a game. So, and they've been really good at home. Both these teams have been really good at home. So, we're going to have to play really well in both games if we want to come out on top and understand that both these teams are hungry. Because we beat them the first time around in tight games in our gym, and we anticipate great challenges this weekend from Columbia and Cornell.
Coach, you played in the Ivy League. There was no Ivy League tournament. So how cool is it to have an Ivy League tournament of 4 teams now? How cool is it now to have an opportunity, if you don't win the regular season title now, to go to the big dance?
Yeah, it's great, JR. You know what I always say, our teams, we had some pretty good teams. We came in second place 3 out of my 4 years, and we came in 4th place the other year. So unfortunately, we never, won the regular season championship, never got an NCAA tournament berth, and there were some really good teams that, won the league in those years with Penn and Princeton. But, I'd like to think that if we had the tournament back then, man, we've been in the top 4 every year, and, we would have won the tournament one of the 4 years anyways. But, you know what? It's created a lot of excitement, for our league. It's also allowed the regular season to still be very significant because obviously if you're not in the top 4, you don't make it. And, right now you're looking at a league that's got, a lot of parity and, teams that are, kind of bunched up in the standings, and it's going to make for a really exciting finish here down the stretch.
That's what I got for you, coaches. Who have been some coaches in the business that really helped you out a lot, to kind of help you when you run into some issues, guys you lean on for advice, guys who really impacted you to want to actually be a coach in this business of college basketball?
Yeah, that's a great question. The first one, obviously, is my college coach, Glenn Miller, who was a Jim Calhoun disciple, played for Coach Calhoun at Northeastern, and was an assistant for him at UConn. And he recruited me to Brown. He gave me my start in the profession, and I still talk to him frequently. And I worked for him. I worked for Jerome Allen, who's now an assistant coach at the Boston Celtics. Jerome has meant so much to my growth as well as a coach. And then, just the guys I've worked with. I worked with Dan Leibovitz at 10. I worked with John Gallagher, who's now the head coach at the University of Hartford. And, I've learned so much from, everyone I've come in contact with. My current staff now, I learned from them. TJ Sorensen's our associate head coach, and he's been with me, all 8 years. And, he's such a great asset for us. And so just try to take as much as I can from everybody, JR. And, I think I've learned a ton from the guys I've worked for, the guys I've worked with, and, my current staff now. So, I appreciate you asking that.
Coach Barnes, great to have you on the show today. Hope to talk to you again in the future. It was very enjoyable. I'm glad we got to do this today. It's really fun.
Thank you, JR. All the best.
Anytime. Thanks, Coach.
Run that back, Turbo.
Synchro.
Hip-hop fans, I got a great album for you. The debut album from Family Grind ENT, True Speech and 313 Fresh. We're going to give you 2 discs, 33 songs of pure, genuine hip-hop. Albums available on iTunes, Amazon, Google Play, illstreetrex.com, and streaming live right now on Rhapsody, Beats Music, Spotify, Xbox Music, Slacker Radio, and SoundCloud. Check them out today. True Speech and 313 Fresh. Family Grind ENT. Believe in it. Get it.
A gorgeous tan from Suntan City gives you an inner glow that relights the fire when you run into your first crush.
Vicky, who was that?
An old boyfriend.
Lucky you just tanned at Suntan City.
Lucky he's single. We're doing lunch tomorrow.
Won't be single for long then.
During Tour of the City, try all 5 tans, including spray tan, for just $4.99. Restrictions may apply. Click to buy now.
Suntan City, let yourself shine.
When you're a teen, you finally get to make some of your own decisions. Who are you going to hang out with? What do you want to be? Are you going to glance at that text while driving? Remember, a split second is all it takes for something tragic to happen. Be in the zone. Turn off your phone. Visit childrenshospital.vanderbilt.org/BITZ to learn more about our teen driver safety program. Brought to you by Monroe Carroll Jr. Children's Hospital at Vanderbilt, the Ford Motor Company Fund, and the Allstate Foundation.
It's maybe the night that my dreams might let me know. All the stars are closer. All the stars are closer.
Tell me what you gonna do to me. Confrontation ain't nothing new to me. You could bring a bullet, bring a sword, bring a morgue, but you can't bring the truth to me.
Alexa, play Kendrick Lamar and SZA.
Okay.
Maybe the night that my dreams might let me know. All the stars are closer.
With Amazon Music, a voice is all you need. Get tens of millions of songs. Download the Amazon Music app today.
Yeah, it's your man JC, the host with the most, baby, and it goes down each and every Saturday night right here in the city of Memphis. That's right, y'all. It goes down at Clicks Sports Bar Memphis, baby. 3705 Malco Way, Memphis, Tennessee, 38125. Come out and join us, the Three Kings, each and every Saturday night for the livest karaoke in the city. Everybody gets in free till 10 p.m. Only $5 after. Great food. We got drink specials. We got all kind of games, man. We got the pool tables popping. Whatever you want, we got you, man. Come on out. Have a good time with us each and every Saturday night. That's Clicks Sports Bar, Memphis.